I said, we will be looking into some of the new things that are ready for update 5.0, and we also have something really important to mention. So let's begin with the important stuff.
Yeah, like one thing that we've already announced on our social media today is that the Battle Pass for the fourth season is going to have the sale. So if you didn't have the Battle Pass before, or if you are able to remove it as I did, you are now able to buy it with the sale, like all the free bundles. Or if you are above level 25, you are not able to buy the Battle Pass plus 50 levels because the Battle Pass plus 25 levels is going to be cheaper for you, and we are not going to make you do some wrong purchase.
Exactly. So this is
Yay!
absolutely awesome for the people that want to jump in really late into the battle pass. So yeah, if you do not have the premium battle pass already, definitely consider it because it's really good price, and you still have a few weeks to go.
Exactly. Like there are more than a fortnight for getting there, so feel free to get as much value from the battle pass as you are able to. Yeah.
Exactly. So the next thing we wanted to show you is actually our new outfit. This is going to be part of our upcoming prepper pack. This is going to be available in our shop instead of the Outlander bag, so you have only a few more weeks to get your hands on the Grand Dot,
Exactly.
because this one is going to be instead of the old one. Because many of you actually asked when are the hazmat suits going to come back, so this is your chance to get one. The yellow one wasn't there yet, so just have a look and grab it if you want to. Or you cannot yet, but it's going to be there eventually.
Yeah.
So I want to also say hi to everyone in the chat. Hello everyone, how are you doing, guys? Everyone doing good? Yeah, nice. I love hazmat suits. Yeah, I actually also think that they are really cool.
Yeah. It's cool to see so many people here. Like in the chat. I'm really happy.
Yeah. It's same as the last time because there were so many people there.
Yeah.
We even haven't got the time to answer all of the questions, but we will try our best to do it today.
Definitely. Meanwhile, I'm switching to a different version of the game, the one which is now available to the partners, so they are able to give it a go. It's called Update Preview, and it's the version which is going to be the 5.0. Still, the thing that I have here at the moment is in development, so there are going to be some changes to the version. So let's see what's new. Like if you are in the shelter, you don't recognize much of new things, except for my shelter looking a bit different. So let's see what's new in the UI. There's a completely new map screen. Like this is a big thing. We completely overhauled this one, and it's going to provide you with the selection of free encounters, and we are going to use thing that we call map rotation. So you are going to be able to select what map do you want to play on, and there are two slots which are alternating the maps. Every 45 minutes there is a change in one of those two slots, so you are going to choose a different one, and you know that you need to prepare your loadout accordingly, because you are going to go for Victor Station, so you go into the winter, so you prepare your winter clothes. Added to that, there's a new map being added.
They actually cannot see it behind the chest, so I will just quickly switch to a version without the chats. So here you can see that there is also a featured map, which this time is going to be Sawmill.
Yeah, exactly. You already know Sawmill. It's been in the shootout for a long time, but we decided now is the right time to make it into the encounter. So let's see what's there. Well, I'm in a specific environment. I'm able to matchmake to Sawmill on just my own, without anyone else. It's going to take some time, but meanwhile, I'll just jump around the shelter or share something new in the map as well. I forgot to mention that there's the Lone Wolf option, which is something that's there as additional challenge for those of you who think that they are able to play Vigor well. if you select the lone wolf option, then you are going to get into the group queue, which means that you are going to be queued against duos and trios. Wait, trios?
Exactly! This is another new thing which all of you have been waiting for. So the trials are finally here, and you will be able to play in bigger teams now, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
And together with that, in elimination, you are even able to play in group of 5. So you may play in a pre-made group on islands, or if you go into encounter, you are able to be in the group of up to 3 people, not just 2. So those groups of 2 and 3 people are going to have different encounters, and the lone wolves are going to join them. So there's going to be additional XP, but a much higher challenge for you.
Exactly. But I remember on the last stream that we weren't able to share the news with you yet, and we were like, yeah, we are working on something like trials, but we don't know when it's going to be ready, so it is already ready. So let us know in the chat what you guys think about it, because I think it's really awesome, and many players were asking for this, so...
And it's definitely a game changer. Like playing in the trial is a completely different experience in the encounters.
That's right, and all of the partners pretty much agree, like they really like the addition of the bigger teams, which is great as well.
So let's try it to the Sawmill. As you can see, the map is much bigger in the encounter than it was in the shootout. So I'm going to show you some parts which weren't part of the shootout before, like for example this hill. Like, there's a ton of new things being added all over the map that you weren't able to see before.
Exactly, like the focus is still going to be mostly on the sawmill because there are so many buildings there, so I think that most of the action is going to be happening there. But the whole map is really awesome. It looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, and it's really big. Like, there are different parts of the map. Like, you may go into the forest and check the high voltage line. Obviously, as you go there, you are able to get a ton of wires if you are able to find them, which makes sense. Or there is even a pond in the forest that you can check. Ton of hidden places. Yeah.
Exactly. So up until now, we weren't really focusing on the chat too much. So if you have any questions, just put them there.
Yeah, like you can see the sawmill over there. How small it is now.
Exactly, it's so small.
Yeah, and you were used to play the whole game of shootout over there. And this is much bigger. Like, our level designers outdid themselves, and this map is big, full of many interesting places, but I guess that most of you are going to converge to the sawmill itself, or actually, to see what's there. But as I mentioned, the high voltage, it's kind of torn over here, so you are able to salvage some goods even here in the forest. Yay.
Yeah, but the map is really awesome, and I think that one sentence was really spot on. It was Turpa who said it, our senior level designer, and he said that this map is designed so you are actually drawn towards the sawmill area like a mod to a light, which is really great because it's exactly like it. Even like from our internal playtests, it definitely works like that.
Yeah. Like, there are different parts of the map as well, but eventually you are all most likely to converge around the sawmill and do the beautiful firefights there.
Great question. How many people can play in the sawmill encounter?
There's going to be 12 of them. Like, it's one of the bigger maps, so it's going to be the same number as, for example, for the Fisk fabric.
Is there any changes to Baird, like loot changes? Yeah, they mean the Baird house and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, keep in mind that the Baird vault is something that we use to showcase the new stuff. So if you go there, you are most likely going to find the new weapons for the new season, which is something that I'm not going to speak about just today. You may need to wait for it for a bit longer. Yeah. Then there's the combination lock, which has different things like more tools and stuff like that. And the Pyrit cache has the new weapons as well, but rather as parts for them. So you need to assemble them in your shelter. So if you want to try something directly, you need to go to the vault. But if you want to give a try to something a bit later, you may even go for a Pyrit cache. Like here is the border of the sawmill for a shootout, and I'm going to cross that and go, for example, over here.
Yeah, it's actually really relaxing to be running around the map like all alone.
Yeah.
There's usually much more action going on.
Like there's a small village over here, or small encampment, where you can get various things as well, and you can hide yourself just pretty close to the sawmill itself.
Someone is asking, will there be a squad version of any game mode? If this question was already answered, I'm sorry, I just got here. I'm not exactly sure what the question means, but I think that if you mean like the pre-main teams, they will be in elimination in update
Exactly,
5.0. So I think that this is the thing you meant. So yeah, there are no plans to make like shootout team-based game mode, because shootout is something completely different.
Yeah.
We have elimination for that basically.
Exactly, yeah.
But finally, with update 5.0, you will be able to get in and pre-made teams, which is something which was not possible up until the update goes live, basically.
Yeah. And still, like the trials are available in the encounters. You are able to play together with duos, so there's not going to be any additional queue. The matchmaking is going to be most likely even faster, thanks to the map rotation.
Exactly. And we have really great question regarding this. What made you all decide to go to the timed map rotation?
Yeah, like previously, as you remember, a long time ago, we had the possibility to select your map. Currently, as there is not enough player for that, and as that supported teaming in various ways, the only option is to go for quick play. But we realized that it's not I'm sorry. It's not that big of a change if we add just a handful of maps for you to select, and then you actually know which map are you going to go into. Like there's going to be a choice instead of just the illusion of the choice of all the maps, because if you went for a quick play, still you were selecting the maps not based on your selection, but rather based on what actually went in random. Yeah. So this time, this is going to be that the map are going to be clearly selectable for you, and you can select your loadout accordingly. Like prepare for everything, which is one of the biggest points in Vigor, like being prepared for the uncertainty in the encounters.
That's right. So like this decision was really heavily influenced by the community feedback, because you have been asking us to bring map selection back pretty much like since we implemented the quick play.
Yeah.
All of those updates ago. So this is, somewhere in between. We won't have that big of an issue with matchmaking and with teaming, but you will still get to choose your map. So hopefully you will enjoy this change. Definitely let us know in the chat what do you think about it. But hopefully you're glad that we decided to do so.
Yeah, and the system is pretty dynamic, so we are looking for your feedback, and we can even adjust it on the fly. Like if we realize that we made some mistake in the settings, just let us know, and we can adjust, and the settings may be adjusted like in the real timing.
So if you have any questions, do not forget to put them in chat. There is a lot of discussion going on. So make sure to make your question seen. We have one. What about the weapon preset? Yeah, this is actually something that we have been talking about
Before,
a few
yeah.
months ago.
Yeah, like we even had that in the update preview before, but the functionality wasn't there, like fully functional. So we had to disable it, and we are now working on it to make it proper. So hopefully, in one of the following updates, it's going to be there. It's not going to be there in 5.0 because there were still some issues with the functionality. Yeah. There's going to be the possibility for you to have one preset, and if you, for example, die, you are just going to select your preset and equip it automatically, which is going to make it much easier for you to return back to the action.
Exactly. So let's see. How much is it going to be for the new battle pass? So right now the battle pass is on sale. It is 20%
exactly.
off. But the new battle pass is once again going to have the same price as the last one.
Yeah, exactly. Like we are aiming for 690 crowns for the premium battle pass, and if you want to buy the bundles, they are definitely going to be discounted for you. Like if you want to buy them with the levels.
When will the update be dropping? Great question. You will know soon enough, but it's really close.
We'll definitely let you know before the update drops that it's going to happen. But I think that we have several different things to pre-announce, I would dare say.
That's right. That's right. Actually, one of the big things that we wanted to talk about today. So now, pay attention instead of typing the questions. Make sure to mark Saturday in your calendar, and make sure to watch the Gamescom with IGN show.
Exactly.
There is going to be something really important regarding Vigor on the show around noon Pacific time. So make sure to watch it, and see you after the show.
We are going to showcase the trials.
Exactly.
So back to the map that I'm on currently. Together with all the maps that are going to be in 5.0, there's going to be one new functionality that we are pretty proud of, because we decided that we are going to spice it up a bit for the campers. We are going to make it, on one way, a bit easier for them, on the other hand, much harder for them. Because if you are near the exit, we are implementing something that we call exit tells. Exit tells is a new functionality that lets the flock of birds fly away if there are multiple people around the exit. Like if they are from different teams, or if there are completely different people near the exit. If you are there with your teammate, the flock of birds is going to recognize that, actually, and they are not going to fly away. But as you can see the flock of birds flying, you will soon realize that there are people around the exit as well, and they may be possibly camping at the exit or something like that, so you need to be careful. On the other hand, those Outlanders are going to be notified as well that someone's approaching, so they are going to have it a bit easier, that they are going to know that in advance, and it's all about spotting those environment clues like the flock of birds, their beaking and stuff like that.
Exactly. So you will see for yourself when you will be playing the game. Sadly, we won't be able to showcase the feature today, since we are playing alone, but I think it's really cool. Yeah, I think that it's one of the best features that is going to be in 5.0, and especially since there are so many posts like weekly about camping in Vigor on our Facebook groups and on Reddit and stuff like that. I think that you all are going to really love this.
Yeah, like it's going to make it a bit more skill-based for everyone, which is something that I really like using my skill to see if someone's there or not, rather than just being blindly ambushed.
Someone is asking on Twitch, is this the new map? It actually was the new map. Yeah, it was
I'm going to
the
go there
Sawmill
again.
map,
Yeah.
but yeah, exactly. We are going to jump in once again.
Yeah. So, as you may have possibly joined the stream a bit later, I'm going to showcase the new map selection yet again, because there you can see. Ah, cool. Uh, there you can see.
Yes, exactly. So let's repeat it just one more time.
There you can see the encounter. Uh, has 3 slots now. The first 2 slots are for the map that are rotating. Every 45 minutes, one of them goes away and is replaced by the next one in the rotation. So if you are playing for a longer time, you are going to enjoy more maps. But you can still select the map after you played it before, so you are able to get there. And there's a new map, Sawmill, which is in the 3rd slot. Eventually, we are going to rotate all the 3 slots if there's no new map, but we would like to add more maps in the future, definitely. Yeah.
That's right.
Still, you can have the possibility to play elimination and shootout, and in the elimination, you can play now in a group of up to 5. Yeah. So let's head to the Sawmill. I'm going to head there alone, not as a lone wolf, but just alone. And yeah, there's going to be the possibility to play the encounters in duos and trios now. So this is something interesting for everyone who would like to play with more of their friends.
I saw a really great question. So since we are adding trios, there are duos and the lone wolf. How many airdrops are actually going to be there?
The airdrop, as the thing with the parachute, there's going to be just one of them, but in each of them there's going to be 2 of the crates or 2 of the airdrops inside. So no matter if you are playing solo or if you are playing in the group, there's going to be 2 of them. We are still going to evaluate how does work in the groups, but we think that this is a good addition to the solos as well, because eventually you need to make the decision, like if you are going to go for the first one with the carrier trying to stop them, or if you are rather going to camp the second one and try to grab it away. So there's a ton of interesting decisions that you are now able to make thanks to the simple addition of 1 more crate. Yeah. And it's more likely for you to get the crate, obviously. And here we are. Going there? No.
Will trios be random and friends? Like, I might have a mate and want to try trios, so have a random join us.
Actually, we are removing the option to play randoms because currently you are able to play on your own against the duos and trios, so that's something for you. But if you want to play with someone else, you'll need to find the group before. It may be duos, it may be trios.
Yes, exactly. And also this decision was also made according to the data, you know, not that many people were actually playing like the random duos.
Yes, exactly.
It takes a lot of skill and a lot of patience to be playing with someone completely random, especially patience, exactly. So we wanted more of like a community thing rather than just jumping in with someone random and get killed right away. So you better jump onto our Facebook groups to find yourself a duo or a trio team.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, obviously, Sawmill is going to be in different weather presets as well. It's not going to be just the sunshine one as you've seen before, but even this more dark, I would say. Yeah. And still,
it's really gloomy.
Yeah. Still, if you know the Sawmill map from the shootout, you are going to utilize your knowledge over here in the Sawmill buildings. They are still there. Ready for you.
Someone was asking when the partners are going to be able to stream the update preview. So some of our partners are part of the update preview. They will be able to stream this update a little bit in advance before it comes out, so they can show you the new features, and they will be able to start streaming and creating content after this stream ends. So make sure to check them out to see what's new.
But as you can see, even the Sawmill building is a bit different. Like there's more furniture in. Like you are going to notice some changes. So hopefully partners are going to make those videos comparing everything, and you'll know what are the differences. Yeah. And as they already have the access to the new guns and the new tools, they may possibly even share those things as well.
Exactly. Wow, you're really high up now.
Yeah.
We have a question. Will quick play stay? No, it's not going to stay. We changed it up for the map rotation. You will still get into the encounters fast, but you always have 3 maps to choose from. One is the featured map that is going to stay the whole time, and then there are 2 maps that are rotating. Every 45 minutes there is going to be 1 map disappearing with a new one appearing, so you know which map you are going to be entering.
Yeah, and that helps you to select your loadout. If you are going for the rich, you are not going to take knives, but rather sniper rifles, I would say.
Yeah.
And the other way around, if you are going for a Gronheim volley, then most likely you are going to take something for close encounters.
That's right. And also, if you see a map that you really do not like, you can play any of the other 2 remaining maps.
There's always a ton of options for you.
What will be the number of players per match on the maps? It depends on the map. For example, on Sawmill, there are going to be 12 players because it's one of the biggest maps.
Gronheim volley and the battery snow deck, battery draw are going to be 8 players still, and the rest of the maps are going to be for 12. Except for shootout and elimination, obviously, which are made for 10.
That's right. So someone is commenting, Vigor, working the combination in a lock crate and on Nintendo Switch Lite is really hard because the Lite doesn't have a number, and using sound one is really time consuming because the audio difference between sounds is too little. We have been actually discussing this one with Benny, which is our project lead for the Vigor's Nintendo Switch version. I was already discussing this with him, and hopefully we will change it up in one of the future updates.
Exactly, like we have some ideas how to make it easier for the Switch players or for the players who are not using vibrations in general. So it's just about implementing it right.
Yeah, that's right. But it's really a shame, like that it's not there, like available on the Lite. Someone is asking again, is this a new map? Yeah, it is. It is a new map.
It looks like,
And you can see it in the like really gloomy weather. Then there is the really sunny one, and I think that there's also rain.
There's also rain, as always, And we may be preparing some more presets as well. I've seen this map before, or at least this part.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
So, anyway, guys, we have been streaming already quite a while today, so I will repeat just one more time that you should definitely mark Saturday in your calendar. We will be announcing something really big on one of the Gamescom shows. The Gamescom show is going to take place on Saturday. It's going to be the Gamescom with IGN show, and we will be there around noon Pacific time. So make sure to stop by and see what's up.
Yeah, definitely we are going to let you know even on our social networks. So if you follow any of our social network accounts, you are going to know that indeed.
Exactly. Someone is asking. I do have the premium battle pass, level 23, but I can't see the option to buy 25 levels. Is this only for people who don't have the premium battle pass yet?
Exactly, it's like you mentioned. The possibility to buy the premium battle pass with levels, it's only if you buy the premium battle pass. So
Yeah.
it's not the way that you will just buy levels. Still, you can buy the levels themselves, like one by one. The option is still there, so it's not going to go away.
But the bundles, yeah, usually are a little bit of better
Yeah.
price. But now you know this, so you can get ready for the next battle pass, because they are going to stay.
Yeah.
Going to be always available with the new battle pass.
Still, I would rather recommend to buy the battle pass, like the premium one, early, because you are going to get an insane help by the experience boosters there.
That's right.
It's going to make it much easier for you. But still, like if you are going for the highest value, feel free to go through 25 levels of the battle pass and then buy the additional 25 levels to level 50. Yeah, that's the best value, but it's going to take, I guess, a bit more time.
That's right.
Collecting the airdrop is rewarding, but it's also challenging to escape the other Outlanders.
So anyway, guys, any more questions? Someone was asking where you will be able to watch the show. So just go to ign.com and it will be there. So don't worry about it. It will be right on the homepage. So make sure to stop by.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, a few last questions, guys. Few last questions. Is medical consumables ever get changed? I don't know what this question means.
We don't consider any changes on the medical consumables at the moment. Like we are pretty okay with the 4 of them that are there already. The only change that happened quite recently was in the painkiller,
Yeah,
that
that's
it's
right.
not going to kill you. So it's a bit easier to use it now. Other than that, I don't think we need to change the consumables, but if you happen to have any ideas, please share that with us, because we may be missing something.
Exactly. Someone was asking what is the theme for the new battle pass. We are not gonna tell you just yet. You will have to wait for the reveal just a little bit longer,
Exactly.
so stay tuned.
I guess it's not going to be warlords anymore.
Yeah, it's possible.
Still keep in mind that even though we had additional levels with warlords, this is not something that we plan to do with the next season, so there's going to be just the 50 levels of the battle pass.
Yes, exactly. We added this thing because the new season was delayed.
Yeah.
So we only thought it is fair to give the people that are always all leveled up something to do before the new season, but we do not want to keep this.
Yeah. It actually surprised us how many people were fully leveled up to level 50 when we extended. So it was interesting to see them jumping even directly to level 75.
So a few more questions. Wow, the chat is really crowded right now. So let's see. I will pick something good. Any new emotes? Possible emotes? I don't think that there is anything big planned right now.
Yeah, like we have a handful of them. They are going to be in the battle pass most likely. But other than that, not so many of them. I would
But
guess.
if you have any ideas, definitely let us know.
Yeah.
What you would like to see in game. What about the new guns? We are not going to show them just yet, as they are part of the battle pass, obviously.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait a little bit longer. As always, there is going to be a teaser 1 week before the update goes live, so you will definitely know what is the theme
Yeah.
by then. Any more shelter upgrades coming?
Not at the moment. Yeah, not at the moment. We are still working on some of them, so possibly in the future, but not at the moment.
Last question, guys. Last question. Let's get something good. So we have a few ideas for the new emotes. One of them being, "Hey, I'm friendly. I'm just here to loot," which is great idea. I don't know how to really show it as an emote, but we can try to come up with something. I think that the "Hey, I'm friendly" can be the wave, although there is like really different opinions on this one in the community.
Yeah.
But you know how it is. Yeah, and one last thing. I think that this is great last question. What do you guys think about that consumables time thing going around? So I actually did an announcement today because this is something that slipped under the radar. It was not in our changelog, which I'm really sorry about. But we added a new thing with update 4.1. And your water distillery is right now helping you reduce your crafting time of consumables. If we can show it, yeah, right here. So you can see by how much is your crafting time going to be reduced. When you level it up, it goes all the way up to 100%, which means that you will be able to craft them instantly, which is awesome. I've seen many people being confused by this. They thought it is a bug, that they are taking advantage of an error in the system, and they were scared that we are going to wipe their stash, which is not the case, because you were not taking advantage of anything. You were doing it with a completely legit system that is meant to be there. It was just not announced. Once again, I'm sorry about it. There is only one issue with the UI, I think.
Yep. Like currently, as you can see it now in this version, it's displayed correctly. But in the version which is out in the public, it's not displayed correctly. And sometimes it happens that the effect is not there for a handful of players. So we are investigating what exactly happened, that those players have different view than the others. Like, for example, I'm affected as well. But yeah, like this is something that we need to investigate. And if you have the 100% reduction of the crafting time, feel free to use it.
Exactly. And we are looking into it and hope to have it fixed as soon as possible for those of you who do not have it ready just yet. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today. Make sure to follow us on social media because you will be updated on everything new that is happening. You will always know when we announce something like those crafting times, or when something is happening on the Gamescom show. So anyway, thank you so much for watching today. Take care and see you all in the Outlands. Don't forget to watch our partners. They are going to be streaming the update preview. And thank you. See you all.
Thank you. See you and have a lot of fun. Bye.